Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, game, relationships, everything in between. Today I'm going to talk about game, believe it or not. And I'm going to talk about educating yourself from other people and learning what they have to offer. So, no matter what you call it, content creators, the manosphere, the red pill, the black pill, the blue pill, general education and teaching. You can learn more about people and the topic at hand, not by the words that are spoken, but through the tone as to which they are spoken in, and the non-verbal cues that manifest around the statements, the rhetorical questions, the direction of conversation. And you'll learn so much more, and it'll be fascinating, and you'll get annoyed. So before I get into this, if you've just sort of joined me at this point in this channel, let me tell you I'm a non-verbal communication specialist. Body language is my forte. Being able to read people is my forte. So I usually wait till the end of the video to advertise this, but down in the description, there's one link. Well, there's two, but the top one takes you through to the catalogue of body language. Yes, over 240 odd videos from what I'm aware of how to read people through their own subconscious behaviours, how they act, and in relation to how you know, sort of communicating or they're communicating, you'll be able to apply it to a particular meaning, and it'll open up a rabbit hole, I will tell you that. So that's what we're essentially going to talk about, because I've been watching a couple of videos, just sort of having a deep dive on YouTube, finding some people who I'm not familiar with, and just sort of listening to them speak, seeing if there's anything worth listening to, and just sort of see how people are doing things, you know. And it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Because when you learn to observe, and when you train your brain, not through consciously applying like your tunnel vision like on a consistent basis to identify each and every move of someone, but when you learn the information and educate yourself, and you catch it once, then you catch it twice, it becomes second nature to be consistently in tune with how somebody is projecting themselves into the world. There's so much emphasis and weight placed upon leaving yourself and becoming one with the people around you, so you understand the world through their eyes, that you don't necessarily have to be paying too much attention to them. You could be doing your thing, and then something will just catch your ear, and you'll think, wait a minute. Because that's a non-congruent communication. So they will say something, and the tone of their voice will, and let me be honest, 100% wholeheartedly, you'll experience it with me as well. Sometimes if I am midway through something and my mind goes elsewhere, or if I become skeptical, or this, that, and the third, we're here to learn to understand people, right? That's not to say I'm going to BS you, but I'm only human. And I stand behind the legitimacy of reading these signals that I tell you each and every person has it. The most powerful man, and I say human, in the world cannot conceal their intentions, who they are, how they're feeling, whilst they're in the public eye. Because their body tells the entire story, and that is why they do not teach you this information. They teach you English language, learn how to write, learn how to read. this is the most important reading you'll do. So, I don't need to name no names, but we look at the most popular people in this space, and you hear a little wobble in their voice from time to time when they speak on particular topics. Fragility in their voice, whereas generally speaking, they are supposed to embody the pinnacle of masculine energy, but it's not symbolic of such when you pay attention. When you hear what people choose to not speak about and choose to ignore and choose to stay quiet on when they're so vocal about everything else, that says a lot. When people highlight and emphasize and just speak on one particular thing in a overcompensating manner, that's to be taken into consideration. The men who run the handsome man game, where they and other men can sit around and talk about applying face creams and dolling yourself up, when they behave with their feminine mannerisms, it raises question. Because masculinity is the counter opposite to femininity, and with it being the counter opposite, it brings balance. So to naturally identify a feminine aura and energy in that man, albeit it exists, it does exist, there is balance, but to have that overt energy over empowering the message at hand, you start to lose connection with the verbal message that is put before you. As the verbal message is manufactured, I could be lying to you right now. Consciously, I'm thinking of words and telling you it. I could tell you I'm living in a castle right now. I genuinely am. I'm in a castle, right? But non-verbally, the spoken truth is expressed. Do me a favor if you want to learn some game. On YouTube, you'll have particular people you watch and enjoy content from, no doubt. So just watch them through the space of a video. After going through so much of my, non-verbal dictionary or my body language videos, yeah? And just see if you can start to identify these little things. See if you can pick these little things out whilst you're watching these people. Alright? I've spoken on tones of voice before. I've spoken on the body language of liars. And I've spoken on all of these little things, so educate yourself thoroughly and just see if you can go out of your way to change your perspective on somebody you're ever so interested in. Go against your own bias. That's real game. That's real game. That's self-understanding. And it's going to get the magnifying glass out, and you're going to live and learn, and you're going to be able to understand people from the inside and out. On that note, I'm signing out, people. I got 2 links down in the description. I've already told you one of them's the catalogue of body language. Second one, if you want to learn about really reading people, it's the Patreon, where you'll join me in watching videos of first dates. I'll break down the attraction cues, the repulsion cues, and everything in between. You'll internalize that information as what I said at the start of this video. You'll go out into the real world. You can't help but see it around you. You'll maneuver yourself and be able to communicate so efficiently you'll always get what you want. I'm signing out. Peace.